Good morning, student. This is our second important video for those students who are preparing physics for their board examination class 12. In this video, we take remaining questions of 1 marks only. So, we start. Two charges of magnitude negative 2q and positive q are located at point A inverted comma 0 and 4A inverted comma 0. Respectively, what is the electric flux due to these charges through a sphere of radius 3A with its center of the origin? Here we can make a sphere. The radius will be 3A. And this is the center of origin, 0 inverted comma 0. Here A inverted comma 0. Here 2A inverted comma 0. Here 3A inverted comma 0. Here should be 4A inverted comma 0, and so on. The charge kept or put at 4A inverted comma 0 is Q. Here the charge will be Q. Positive Q. The charge put at A inverted comma 0 will be negative 2Q given in the question. Flux is equal to net charge enclosed upon epsilon. So here we can write according to Gauss law or Gauss theorem, the total flux through any closed surface is equal to one upon epsilon naught times the total charge by the surface. By the figure or from the figure. Only negative 2q charge will be enclosed. So, therefore, flask equals to negative 2q upon epsilon naught times. Next question. Two charges of magnitude 3q and positive 2q are located at point A inverted comma 0 and 4A inverted comma 0 respectively. What is the electric flux due to these charges through a sphere of radius 5A with its center of origin? Make a sphere A inverted comma 0, 2A inverted comma 0, 3A inverted comma 0, 4A inverted comma 0. And this point 5A inverted comma 0. Sphere of radius 5A. So this touching point will be 5A inverted comma 0. 5. The charges are at 3q, negative 3q, positive 2q here. So both charges are in the surface or inside the surface. So here we can write according to Gauss theorem, the total electric flux through any closed surface is equal to 1 upon epsilon naught times the total charge enclosed by the surface. Total charge enclosed equalized to negative 3q and positive 2q. Therefore, electric flux or flux, total flux will equalize to negative q upon epsilon naught time. The next question, two charges of magnitude 4q and negative q are located at point A inverted comma 0 and negative of 3A inverted comma 0 respectively. What is the electric flux due to these charges through a sphere of radius 2A? Again, you can make a sphere. Zero inverted comma 0, A inverted comma 0, and this point will be 2A inverted comma 0. The radius will be 2A. The charges are at 4q charge and negative q. 4q will be at A inverted comma 0 and negative q will be at 3A. Negative A, negative A, negative 2A, negative 3A. Inverted comma 0. Here the charge will be negative q. So, according to Gauss theorem, the total electric flux through any closed surface is equal to 1 upon epsilon naught times the total charge enclosed by the surface is 4q. Or from the figure, the 4q charge is enclosed. Therefore, electric flux will equalize to 4q upon epsilon naught times. Next question. Define electric dipole moment. Is it scalar or vector quantity? Electric dipole is an arrangement of two equal and opposite charges. Suppose it is a charge negative q and it is positive q. This is the center point, and the distance between these two charges is 2L. These charges have same magnitude and have certain distance, fixed distance. Dipole moment is represented by P vector Q 2L. P vector dipole moment, Q magnitude of either charge, 2L distance between them. So the electric dipole moment is a vector whose magnitude is the product of either charge and the separation between the two opposite charge. Dipole moment represented by P vector equalized to Q into 2L. Then, is it scalar or vector quantity? It is vector quantity. Why must electrostatic field be normal to the surface at every point of a charged conductor? When there is a charged conductor, we all know that the charges resides on the surface of the charged conductor, and the field lines should be normal. Electric field is defined to be the gradient of potential and the surface of a conductor and has constant potential. So, no field along the surface of the charged conductor, hence the electrostatic field to the surface of a charged conductor should be normal to the surface at every point. So, when we write the solution, when there is no component of field along the surface of charged body, then only the charges or charge residing at the surface will be static. Consequently, the electric field be normal to the charged surface. Thus, we conclude that electric field is normal to the surface. The next question: why should electrostatic field be zero inside a conductor? Suppose it is a conductor. When we take any surface, charge inside the surface is zero, because all the charges are residing on the surface of any conductor. From the Gaussian theorem, closed integral Q enclosed upon epsilon naught. Since Q enclosed equals to 0, so closed integral of EDS is equals to 0. Therefore, electric field E equals to 0. Is equal to 0, or we can write the total charge reside on the outer surface of a conductor and for any inside Gaussian surface the charge enclosed is 0. So the electric field is also 0. Both are same. If you wanted to write this one or this one. Okay. The next question. The charge Q is placed at the center of a cube. What is the electric flux passing through the cube? Suppose it is a cube. A charge cube will be enclosed. We all know that flux phi equals to closed integral EDS or charge enclosed by epsilon naught times. So solution will be phi equals to Q upon epsilon naught time. The next question. A charge cube is placed at the center of a cube of side L. What is the electric flux passing through two opposite faces of the cube? Suppose it is a cube of length L. Charge Q is placed at the center. Then question asks, what is the electric flux passing through two opposite faces of the cube? Suppose these are two opposite faces. We have to find out the flux. We know that electric flux through each face of the cube is 1/6 electric flux, 1/6 part of the electric flux, or 1/6, because cube has 6 sides, charge enclosed upon epsilon naught times. Therefore, the electric flux passing through two opposite faces of the cube. If there are two faces, we have to find out, then in one face it is q upon 6 epsilon naught. In second, q upon 6 epsilon naught. Here it will become q plus q upon 6 epsilon naught. It will become 2q upon 6 epsilon naught, or it will become q upon 3 epsilon naught. So therefore electric flux through two pieces will be q upon 3 epsilon naught. If this video is helpful to you, please subscribe it, like it, share it to your friends. If you need more information, click on the link given below. Thank you.